Welcome to France. We're currently sitting in a Nissan 370Z Nismo edition. This is my car. I've had it for 18 or 19 months now, I think. I wanted to buy another car, another second-hand car, because I didn't want the depreciation that comes with buying a new car. So I looked around. I like my mod cons. I like being able to plug my iPhone in, sat nav, and all that kind of thing. And there aren't many old cars that fit the price range that I would be looking for an older car. So I wanted to look to spend maybe around £15,000. I would love to have an M3, but the interior just is boring, it's drab, it doesn't have the modern stuff in it. It has the performance that I would want. I'd want more, obviously, but it would do what I want. And I like the exterior of the E46 M3, but the interior just didn't work for me. So I got down to a short list of the new Astra VXR, beautiful, stunning car, has the interior of the Insignia VXR, which I really like the interior of the Insignia VXR. I mean, it was comfortable. It just drove and would knock the miles off your journey without skipping a beat when it didn't have problems. And it was comfortable and it was great. Leather seats, heated. I won't talk about the car in depth because this is about this car. I'm just giving you a touch of history. So yeah, the Astra VXR was on the list, but when I spec'd it up, 33 grand for an Astra, just, yeah. And because they were new at the time as well, there weren't really any around second hand, and those that were around weren't a big saving. So I looked at the 370Z because I'd seen them, muscle car, not a hairdresser's car, power, the interior's nice, you've got the sat nav, you've got all the bits that I would typically want, plug in my iPhone, and they were a good price second hand. So I thought, yeah, let's have a look. So this takes me on to the test drive. I wanted to test drive one. I phoned up the garage. You have to phone a performance dealer to be able to buy or test drive a 370Z or a GTR. 370Z you can actually get serviced at any Nissan dealers, but you can't buy them from any Nissan dealer. You have to go to a performance dealers. So I went to my closest performance dealer. I phoned them anyway and said, I want to test drive a 370Z. What can we do? So we haven't got any stock at the moment, but I do have a Nismo coming in that you can test drive. I was like, I don't really want to buy a Nismo, it's too expensive. I'm just looking for a GT. Can you get a GT? Like, no, we're getting the Nismo, but it's basically a GT with a body kit and just a little extra power. It's the same car, test drive it, see what you think. So I thought, okay. I looked up the Nismo and thought, it's a nice looking car, I'll give it a go. I test drove it, and I loved it. I loved the car, and I thought, I still want a GT. But I really like this Nismo. I don't want to spend the money, so let's have a look second hand. I looked them up, and they're about £2,000 less second hand than they are brand new. And I thought, well, I don't want to get into brand new, but I really want this car. For the £2,000 extra that I'm going to spend, I'll get 3 years servicing, and I've got a new car with a warranty that you don't have otherwise. I don't have to worry about MOTs. So buying new, it just made more sense at the time. I bought it just as the 2015 model was about to come out a month or so later, or just come out the month before actually. This was one that they had in the showroom. It wasn't ex-demo, it was brand new with like 3 miles on the clock, 2 miles on the clock. So I went for it and said, yes, go on, sign me up. I was better off financially than I was, so the fuel economy is the same as the Insignia VXR. I average about 22 to 23 miles per gallon if I do it as a daily drive to and from work. The tax is the same as the Insignia VXR, pretty much 460, it's in the same band. The insurance is pretty much the same. So cost-wise, it's similar in terms of running costs to the Insignia VXR, so I'm no worse off there. And inside is what I like. So this is how I came to have this car. One of the other reasons why I wanted this car, by the way, is because I like having the rare car, like I said, something that stands out. And this car does stand out. When you drive it, people look, people notice. You've got people driving past all the time looking. People here are looking. Most cars that speed past me, you'll see them coming past in the mirrors. If you could get close enough, you'll see that heads are actually turned and people do check this car out. I'm not one for attention, but I do like having a car that does that. And I've had people videoing it as I drive past them. I've had people taking photos when I've come out back to the car in the petrol station, people taking photos and commenting on it. And I do like that.